This demo is a demo of the LLR Insights Behaviour and Research Hub. Within the hub, you will find lots of information on accessible health data across Leicester, Leicestershire and Rutland. Now, to access the hub, we use something called Future NHS, which you may or may already not be a member of. Now, this hub is a invite-only hub, so in order to access it, you will need to email the LLR engagement team, which I will share the email address of at the end of this demo. Now, if you are an nhs.net user, you can log in by this link here. And then you just sign in. Now, for some users who are admin users, you'll get an extra security layer where you will get a text message with a code to basically log in. So I will just do that now. Okay, so this is the landing page of the hub. It's fairly straightforward. These are your kind of main areas that we'll be going over in the hub. We'll be showing you how to do two types of search. One would be a sort of Google search, typing in the terms you're looking for, and the second is kind of a browse through a library. The other things that we'll look through in this hub, how you can add reports, or contact the engagement team for any sort of technical help or suggestions. And we'll also be looking at a forum and also other features within the hub. So the first thing we're going to go through is looking at how to search for a topic or piece of work you might have interested in or you're currently working on that could help with that. So let's say, for example, you're working on a dementia strategy. If in this box here, you just type in dementia, hit enter. What the results will bring is every single document that features the word dementia in it, but it also kind of sorts it out by the most sort of popular document that has the word dementia to the least popular document that has dementia in it. So this is telling us there's 73 items within the hub. And if you look at some of these, you've got a Healthwatch Rutland report on experience of living with dementia. We've got more Healthwatch reports there, a report from the JSNA, and stuff going back to the CCGs as well. So yeah, you can absolutely have a look at these reports by just clicking on the link. And this will basically bring up the sort of page where you can have a sort of a preview, if you wish, by just clicking on document preview. What this does is just loads a document up for you within the hub, and you can just have a bit of a skim through to see if it might be of any interest. And within this, you can also do a search for the document here. So we had a search of dementia, for example. It's telling us there's 14 matches in total. Now, if you want to download the report, you just need to click on this link here and just click on yes. So you'll be notified when the report has been downloaded. So you just click on that and then it will automatically download onto your machine there. So if we just go back a stage by just simply clicking the back button. So if we go back to where we did the original search, now if you wanted to kind of narrow it down even more, there's a little option here that says more options with a little arrow. So if you just click on that, and what that will bring up is more sort of options to kind of filter something. So if you're looking for something to mention that's more current, say for example you wanted things that were happening sort of in 2023, if you just basically type in 2023, select it, and then hit search. So now it's telling us there's 11 reports that were published in 2023, which could obviously be of massive use, but it could be you're looking at dementia with certain demographics, for example. So it could be, I don't know, care homes, let's say, for example. And if we do search, and it tells us here again, there's 11 reports around sort of dementia, but related to care homes, really. So that's one way you can do a search within the hub. Now, if you just notice here where it says LLR Insights Behaviour and Research Hub, that will always take you back to the home page or the landing page. Now, the next sort of search we're going to look at is how to view the entire document library. So this is more like a browsing session, if you like, for something you might be have an interest in, or more sort of generic and broad. So when you click on the LLR library tab, what you'll get is these options with these folders. So the first one here is all health topics. Now, if you click on that, it's A to Z of all the various health topics that the Insights Hub will have some kind of information on, and that can really sort of help with any kind of work or projects you were doing. So let's say you had an interest in end of life. If you click on end of life, it basically brings up all the reports around end of life that we currently have. And again, if you just click on here where it says all health topics, you could have also an interest in diabetes, for example. We've got a couple of reports in there as well. Now, if we just go back a stage to where it says documents here, we've also got some other folders around sort of patient feedback, which is a patient experience and feedback folder. And this contains a lot of reports around, for example, friends and family tests, complaints, patient surveys, etc. So if you clicked on here, the LPT patient experience and involvement reports, you see what's in there. And again, if we kind of just click back to documents, so another sort of group of folders that we have is the forums and groups. So this will contain reports from certain organizations, HealthWatch, LPT, and the networks that they currently run, patient participation groups, youth advisory board. There's also that's in there. Then another thing that we do have is non-health related demographics. So things among the African Caribbean community, for example, Eastern European community. So it's just not health that we have in here. It's other things that could impact health that can really aid your work. And then the final thing is engagement tools, which contains things like toolkits. There's a Census 2021 builder in there, which is really handy. And it's just kind of guides, jargon busters, etc. Again, that could be a handy little tool for you. So if we go back to the home page, now if you ever want to add a report that you think will really kind of benefit the hub, what the process is, if you click on here where it says request to add a report, now you simply click on that and it will basically open up an email in your Outlook folder or Outlook itself, and it will email the engagement team with the report you wish to add. And what would then happen is the report will go through a quality check, make sure it's fit for purpose for the hub, and then the engagement team will notify you to confirm it's been added or if further information is needed. And similarly, if you click on contact the engagement team, you can basically, if you've got any kind of technical issues, logging in issues, contact the team by clicking on that button there, and someone will get back to you with further help. So the other things that really sort of add value and benefit to this hub is we do have a forum where you can start discussions. So there are some on here around missing reports, So if there's a report that you feel you can't find, you can start a discussion on there. And fellow sort of users of the hub will be able to look at that, and they could maybe add something on there. Or you might have an idea for development for the hub or addition of new health topics. You can put them all in the forum, but also you can also start a new discussion by clicking on the button here, and that will set up a new chat, and then you can type your message in and start up a whole new discussion right there. So some of the other things is, if you look at some of the features that within the hub. So if you click on this little sort of three lines going across, which is the workspace menu. Now, one thing that's quite handy is to kind of see what's new on the hub. If you just click on that, and it will just show you the kind of recent reports that have been added rather. So we've got Downing Drive surgery engine review report, a Glenfield surgery interview report added quite recently, some care home reports, dentistry as well. So that will tell you what's kind of the most recent things that have been added onto the hub. And another feature that's really handy is if you just go back to the document library, and let's say if we look at the health topics folder. Now, if you have a certain interest and you work heavily with a certain health topic, such as, let's just say dementia again, if you click on this little kind of wonky Wi-Fi sign, now it's turned to green. So anytime a new report around dementia is added, you will be notified that a report has been added, and you can check it out straight away. And if it's something of use, brilliant. So that's quite a very sort of handy feature you can have on the hub. And the other thing really around the hub is the sort of the background, your personal profile really. So if you just click on your name, or your initials rather here, it will basically have some of these options. But if you just click on profile, it can give you an overview of who you are, your current details, and when you do get the invite and you do register, or if you are registered, it will show you here the sort of learning areas you're interested in and other sort of groups and forums across the hub. If you ever need to change your password or security, you can do that here. Now, email preferences is quite handy if you don't want to, be bombarded with notifications from future NHS. This is where you can kind of amend that, if you want to make it weekly, monthly, etc. Subscriptions is what we kind of talked about earlier. Any kind of interest you might have, parts of a forum, or if it's certain healthcare topics like primary care, diabetes, etc. That will just give you a sort of a summary of what you're signed up to. And really, that's the main sort of crux of the Insights Hub rather. And really, that's the main crux of it, and it really is a very sort of powerful engine, and it can really work for you. And so if you are interested and you'd like to register and sign up for it, you'll just need to email our the LLR engagement team, and their email address, which will show on screen shortly, is right here for you. So it's llr-icb-llr.engagement@nhs.net. So if you email them, they will email you back with a sort of an invite, which will come from actually future NHS. So do look out for that email, because sometimes it can get kind of lost in your junk mail possibly. But once you've clicked on that, you'll be able to sign up and access the LLR Insights Behaviour and Research Hub. Thank you for your time.